Have you ever worn an expensive watch in your life? Something like a Rolex, or a Roly as AO and TO calls it. Today, we will see why it is the literal king of all watches. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will talk about the top 5 most expensive Rolex watches. But before anything else, please leave a like on the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell down below so you won't miss any of our future videos. And without any further ado, let's jump right to the video. Number 5. Rolex GMT Master 2 Ice. Starting off this list is a head-turning watch, incredibly luxurious and dripping with diamonds. There's nothing subtle about this incredible timepiece. Extravagant is probably the best word to describe one of the most luxurious and expensive Rolex watches created in the world. Made back in 2014, this impressive time teller is constructed from the whitest of gold and is covered by dazzling diamonds on every inch that are placed in attractive patterns and shapes. When it comes to incredible fancy timepieces, there are only a few watches out there that quite match up to the GMT Master 2 Ice, being one of the most expensive Rolex models. At $485,350, the purchase of this unique piece is certainly not one to take lightly. But it's bound to get all the attention, no matter how you choose to wear it, unless you wear... Number 4. Oyster Albino Cosmograph Daytona, Eric Clapton. This is another beautiful watch, made incredibly popular by its famous owner. The Cosmograph Daytona in a unique Oyster Albino colorway is an elegant watch in its own right, manufactured way back in 1971. This particular watch was one of just 4 made in the world with distinctive silver chronograph totalizers, leading to the albino colorway. A classic black and silver design with unique features, it's easy to see why this elegant watch could be worth so much even without its famous ancestry. For Eric Clapton's own Oyster Albino Cosmograph Daytona, the price at auction is $1.4 million. Last sold at auction in 2015, the value of this unique piece continues to grow over time. Considered as the holy grail of Rolexes, this watch falls under reference 6263. Number 3. Rolex Anti-Magnetique. The perfect example of a Rolex whose value has bloomed over time. The Rolex Anti-Magnetique represents the complexity of old world watchmaking. Although never released to the wider public, Rolex produced this highly limited watch only 12 times. Gifted exclusively to drivers and racing teams way back in 1942, nothing quite compares to this elegant face of old world Rolexes ever since. Selling at auction for an astonishing $2.5 million in 2016, collecting this beautiful watch certainly isn't for the faint-hearted. With only a dozen in existence, it is highly possible that the value of this unique watch will only continue to increase over time, possibly making it the most expensive watch ever produced by Rolex. Number 2. Gold Rolex Bayo Dai. If you're ruling over a lot of people, Rolex should be your watch of choice. Rolexes have always been known to fetch an incredible price, and this one-of-a-kind Bayo Dai Rolex is the perfect example. Crafted from 18-karat yellow gold, this timepiece was once owned by Bayo Dai, who was actually the last emperor that ruled over Vietnam. The watch features diamond markers and a black dial. The value of this watch doesn't need to be second-guessed once seen, as it is evident from just looking at it once, without even being aware of its incredible history. Selling at an auction for an eye-watering $5 million just a couple of years ago, this gold Rolex is the second most expensive Rolex watch in the world. This is, in part, thanks to its completely unique and luxurious design, and due to its fascinating role in history. A royal watch for royalty? You bet. Number 1. Rolex Cosmograph Daytona, Paul Newman. This eye-catching and interesting looking watch may actually look the most subtle out of all the watches in this list. But don't be fooled. This specific Rolex Cosmograph Daytona, belonged to the legendary actor Paul Newman, is the highest valued watch Rolex has ever produced. The style of the watch was so well known for its use by Newman that it is often categorized as the Paul Newman watch. While the watch itself was a purchase at the famous Tiffany store by the late actor's wife, a personalized inscribed message saying, "Drive carefully, me," plus the fact that the actor wore the watch every single day while pursuing his racing career, hugely added to the increase in value. Selling at an auction for an astonishing sum of $17.8 million in 2017, Rolex will surely struggle to match that price when it comes to the production of new watches in the future. Collecting Rolexes can actually be incredibly rewarding, even if your budget is more limited than the $1 million costs of some of the world's most expensive timepieces. The comparatively cheaper, limited ones are also good value holders. Auctions are the perfect way for finding the best collector's items, and the time invested in pursuing is really worth the effort. So what do you think of the world's most expensive Rolexes? Which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comments section below. That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content. We're signing off now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.